3 things God will do to a cruel narcissist in recompense for his cruelty. Does God or the divine ever penalize narcissists? Is there a point when the universe or a higher power holds them accountable for their actions? If so, why are narcissists allowed to continue their behavior for so long? Does their karma catch up with them when they reach their lowest point? It may seem unfair that you are here, struggling to move on and heal, while the narcissist appears content with their actions. Whether you believe in a higher power, God, the universe, or the divine, these questions lead us to ponder where that divine energy comes from, and why the narcissist seems to escape responsibility while you are left trying to make sense of it all. Let me address these questions in this episode. Hello and welcome back to the Narcissistic channel. In today's episode, we will take a unique approach as we explore narcissism from a religious and spiritual perspective. This episode is a continuation of the previous one, where we discussed the 5 signs that the divine has revealed a narcissist. In this episode, we will delve into 3 things that God does in response to a narcissist. If this piques your interest, and you're eager to learn about these 3 aspects, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Your support helps spread awareness about narcissistic abuse. Also, click the like button if you haven't watched the previous episode yet. Firstly, they are given numerous opportunities. God provides narcissists with an abundance of time, opportunities, and personal space in an attempt to bring about change. However, the narcissist often fails to self-reflect, take responsibility for their actions, or recognize their irrational behavior that necessitates a change. Each individual possesses free will, and God is not inclined to punish us. I believe the divine is merciful and compassionate. Consequently, everyone is granted ample opportunities to exercise their free will. Narcissists are given numerous chances to understand their actions and take responsibility. Otherwise, they will face consequences from which they cannot escape. You are a testament to this. You were a divine gift to the narcissist because you provided them with everything they needed to transform. You extended opportunities to the narcissist, showed empathy, accepted them wholeheartedly for who they are, offered forgiveness, and treated them with the same care you would for your own child. You ignored their transgressions and continued your efforts to understand them. However, what was the impact of the narcissist on you? How were you treated in return? You endured mistreatment as they exploited every liberty you granted them. They weaponized your good qualities against you, which is akin to waging war against the divine force, by repeatedly rejecting its assistance and trading their life force for fleeting, materialistic gains that offer immediate gratification. They forfeited the opportunity to experience love and life. This is why they are destined to perpetuate the same pattern, driven by their stubborn and inflexible disposition. They persist in repeating the same actions, believing they are soaring high and controlling the world, as if they were gods who could dictate the fate of individuals, the planet, and themselves. And God allows it to happen. They are permitted to be deluded by the universe because, as they grow in arrogance, the impact of their fall landing on their face will inflict increasing pain. This is precisely what occurs when the narcissist hits rock bottom. Their punishment is having their distorted reality brought crashing down on them, and their world turned upside down. This doesn't suggest that God is cruel, as he provides them with abundant opportunities. When the narcissist fails, they sabotage themselves and bring this punishment upon themselves. It is a consequence of their own actions. Their punishment is the depletion of their entire supply when they reach old age. A recurring theme in scriptures is God's disapproval of arrogance. If he allows these conceited individuals to prosper, grow, endure, or evolve in any way, it will ultimately be to their detriment, as the more they expand, the more painful it will be when they begin to wither. The subsequent divine consequence for a narcissist is the complete deprivation of their sources of nourishment. For example, a narcissistic parent may sever all ties with the children they once believed they possessed and controlled. When these children grow older and recognize their parents' narcissism, they sever all connections, leaving the narcissist destitute and devoid of life. God dismantles their entire existence, stripping away their strength and all the power they once boasted of. This is evident in the case of my paternal grandfather, a militant narcissist who once considered himself godlike. He used to walk with such arrogance and pride that family members feared him. However, his isolation has reduced him to a frail, decaying body. His understanding of harmony is sorely lacking. His children despise him because, like him, they are all narcissists. His recurrent statements revolve around, "I used to be this. I used to be that." He was incapable of sustaining his delusional fantasy, believing he would remain eternally young and dominant. Yet, God has shattered that illusion, and he has endured a long life. Suffering is not a gift, but rather a lesson. Thirdly, God allows narcissists to exist in a perpetual state of discontentment and misery. Narcissists feel that nothing is ever enough. They constantly crave more and more. Regardless of their actions, they are haunted by an enduring sense of inadequacy. In essence, this is a trauma response. Although many people experience such feelings, they can recognize and work to improve themselves. However, narcissists continually project this sense of deficiency onto others, including their sources of supply, like you. They expect you to enhance your appearance, gain or lose weight, dress more fashionably, achieve more for them, and speak in a specific way. The target continually shifts, no matter what you do. It's their own unresolved remorse and insecurities that they are unable to confront. Furthermore, this self-perception perpetuates a destructive cycle in which they become entangled due to their inherent deficiencies. But what does God do in response? He allows them to exist in a perpetual state of discontentment. They can never achieve satisfaction, even if everything is done for them. They relentlessly seek novelty and fleeting contentment, never experiencing stability or genuine affection. Their existence is a never-ending cycle of survival, persistently chasing the same goals. They resemble parasites, eternally pursuing their objectives, in a condition more dire than that of animals. They remain in a predatory state and fail to comprehend the unity within diversity or the divine in their surroundings. In essence, there is no joy for them. They are compelled to face the consequences and cannot escape them. This is not due to God's cruelty, but rather a result of their actions. They are destined to encounter these consequences. As we approach the conclusion of this episode, I have a question for you. What other actions have you observed God taking in response to narcissists? Please share your experiences and insights in the comments section below to enlighten others. Today's episode has come to an end. I hope you found it informative and valuable. If you did, please let me know in the comments. We will meet again in the next episode. Until then, let the healing process continue, as it always does.